Hello, and welcome to Weekend Update. I'm Seth Meyers, your host. In recent news, some of Pakistan's nuclear warheads have gone missing. The Pakistani Taliban are the chief suspects, but suspicion also surrounds the ISI, Pakistan's intelligence agency. Authorities are also hoping to question this man. Authorities are merely calling him a person of interest, but if you see him, please contact law enforcement immediately. At a recent news conference, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's words were misinterpreted by a simultaneous interpreter from the Monterey Institute, who instead of saying, "Da bien," to a student at Beijing University about presenting her thesis, the interpreter said, "Da bien," which means to take a poop. The student was not amused. And in other news, Kim Jong-un, the new leader of North Korea, has just been selected by The Onion as this year's sexiest man alive. This comes shortly after the new North Korean regime has instituted a new dress code policy allowing women to wear high heels and have their skirts above the knee. The new policy is going over really well. In financial news, HSBC, one of the world's biggest banks, will likely be paying a record-setting fine of $1.5 billion for numerous money laundering violations. In other economic news, the nation is still on edge as we still await news about the dreaded fiscal cliff. And here to tell us more is economic expert Professor Moyara Rusin from the Monterey Institute of International Studies.
Well, Seth, getting sloppy in our delivery, are we?
What do you mean?
I heard a lot of unnecessary filler words and pauses in your opening delivery, and I counted 5 ums. Have you considered joining Toastmasters? Toastmasters is an international organization with more than 13,000 clubs worldwide. It's designed
Yes, I'm aware of what Toastmasters is, and we'll take your recommendation under advisement. Now about the fiscal cliff.
Well, Seth, the fiscal cliff has been called many things. The fiscal marole, or the fiscal whoopsie, the past due doo-doo, fiscal 22, fiduciary kerfuffle, debt-pocalypse, the economic canyon, the iffy cliffy, the Thelma and Louising it, or is it merely a fiscal bluff? I prefer to use another, different metaphor. I'm not at all afraid of tax increases and spending cuts. We are not about to go over a cliff like Wile E. Coyote. It's more like a ski jump. Whoa. We just have to work on our landing.
Now, as I understand it, you're also an expert at money laundering crimes. No doubt you've heard about the record-setting HSBC fine of $1.5 billion for money laundering and terrorism financing violations. What exactly happened?
Well, Seth, HSBC got their HSBC'd.
What does that mean exactly?
It means they are in trouble, Seth. They got their goose cooked. They got their balls kicked. They got their buttocks pummeled. They got their ass whipped.
Wow, I didn't realize you were into spanking. That's a little TMI. Any final words?
Toastmasters.
Thank you, Professor Moyara Rusin, for sharing your insights. Now, as we mentioned earlier, Kim Jong-un, North Korea's new supreme leader, was recently voted The Onion's sexiest man alive. The Chinese news service picked up the story and gave it even wider publicity than was anticipated. Here to talk about this honor is none other than the sexiest man alive himself, Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. Kim Jong, good to see you.
안녕.
Wow. Well, congratulations on this new honor.
감사합니다.
You do know, however, that The Onion is a satirical magazine.
아니요, 개새끼 셋. 아니요.
Okay, so why do you suppose you were chosen for this award?
물론 내가 평양 스타일. Hey, sexy lady.
Okay, I understand you're married now. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Are you not worried that your beautiful wife will get a lot more unwanted attention now that she can dress more stylishly with the new dress code reforms?
아니야, 개새끼 셋. 아니야. 내가 김정은이야.
Well, in other news, we heard about your unfortunate missile failure last spring. Do you want to talk about it?
나, 잘 들어. 떡테이프 때문이에요. 떡테이프.
Duct tape?
It actually wasn't because of duct tape. It was
What?
because of me.
Who are you?
Name's Bond. Tom Bond. And I actually am the sexiest man alive.
I thought 007 was James Bond.
Oh, he is, but I'm actually his cousin. James Bond actually just died.
I don't think so. I saw him at the movie theater just this week.
나도.
Oh, well, you see, right after the movie was filmed, I killed him, is what happened. So now I'm 007, you see.
Wait a second. No, you're not. That's not even a real accent, is it?
Oh, I assure you fine. You know what? It's not my real accent. But my real name is Tom Ford. It's not Tom Bond. And I actually am the sexiest man alive, though.
Wait a second. No, you're not. You're not even the sexiest man at Miss.
Well, that's not fine. You know what? I'm gonna get out of here in style. Gangnam style.
Yeah.
You ready?
네.
There you go. Woo!
This week, the 18th session of the Conference of the Parties of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, or UNFCCC, opened in Doha, Qatar. Here to comment is that Miss IEP student you wish you'd never started a conversation with at Indian Summer. Welcome, Margaret.
Hi, Seth.
So, Margaret, how do you feel about the meeting of the UNFCCC this week? Will they get anything accomplished?
Get what accomplished? It's too late. We're screwed. The world's ending. Hemp.
Hemp,
It's the
really?
answer.
Okay, well, what about at the convention? You think that's what they should be talking about?
Yes, they should be serving hemp. They should be making hemp bracelets. Hemp. It's gonna be big. If they ever legalize it.
Okay. You know, I don't think hemp is really the focus of the UNFCCC.
Well, that's the first problem.
Okay, Margaret, but what does this all have to do with the convention that's taking place this week?
Because they're wasting our time. It's a big old fake ruse. You know what? Oh, hold on.
Taking a call. Okay.
Oh, sorry. My friends are going clubbing. Seal clubbing. That's the problem.
Your friends are going seal clubbing.
Well, not my friends, but you know. But seal clubbing. Because you know who suffers?
Who suffers?
The phytoplankton. Because everybody's worried about the cute little seals, and nobody cares about the phytoplankton. All they want is their charismatic megafauna, and everything else is turning to slime. You ate meat today, didn't you?
Did have some Thanksgiving leftovers, a little turkey.
How many hamburgers have you had this week? How many? It's okay, you can tell me.
I haven't had any hamburgers.
You're lying! Average American, 3 cheeseburgers a week. More emissions, all the SUVs in the country.
Margaret, I think we're getting off track a little bit here.
Hold on.
Okay.
Don't mind me. Greenest beer in the world, Sierra Nevada.
How do you know it's the greenest beer in the world?
Professor Scorse told me so. It must be true. He knows everything. You're kind of cute. Do you believe in climate change?
Ladies and gentlemen, the girl you wish you hadn't started a conversation with at Indian Summer.